It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, thank you so much for taking time to be with us. We are in tournament time. We're in tournament mode. Girls sectionals this week. We had wrestling last Saturday. Girls swimming coming up this weekend. It is a tremendous time of year for our student athletes around the state.
You know, we've walked this walk a few times, but, you know, every year this new tournament season brings a new level of excitement. You know, it's, you know, you have your regular season, and that's been done. And the girls certainly just finished up their regular season. And now they get to see if all the practice is paid off, and they're going to march through this tournament and hopefully achieve some of their goals. And we also know teams will not, but at the end of the day, participation in an education-based athletic system is much more than tournament success, and that's one thing we'll always be proud of. But, you know, the other thing, Coach, with girls basketball, we have a phenomenal partner in the Fever, and actually some of the Fever players are out around the state attending girls sectionals tonight. We so appreciate their sports and their support and being able to also promote what the Fever does, and I think they're going to have a special year this year.
I agree 100%. You and I have the luxury of time behind us. We've lived these experiences as student athletes, as being members of the athletic community, and always tell parents and always tell kids, enjoy this, because this is a lifelong memory for you, and do it the right way.
It matters. It matters for all kids, and we're so proud of being able to keep an education-based athletic system that's focused on the classroom first and also focused on the last kid who makes a team. We have to make sure what we do is good for that kid, not all kids. I mean, and in turn, that makes it good for all kids.
Paul Neidig joining us. We're talking about the IHSAA. All right, Paul, reclassification is a topic that's out there coming up very soon. You're going to be releasing the Department of Education enrollment figures around the state to begin this process. And just as a reminder for everyone, reclassification is every 2 years, correct?
That's right, Coach, every 2 years. And as I often have said, you know, there will be a lot of – this is one of the things that we do that often brings a lot of debate to the table, you know, but that's okay because it matters to people, you know. And the thing that I often say is that everybody out there that cares about what we do can draw a perfect tournament for their school. And certainly we'll hear about that also along the way, and I understand that too. But, yeah, we're ready to begin. The actual numbers will be released in the coming days. Once those numbers are out, then we'll start putting we've already begun putting committees together. And one big change this year, Coach, is that we used to divide classes evenly because of the disparity between the size of the schools that we have in the state. The largest 20% of the schools in the state will be in 4A, then we'll have 25% in 3A, 25% of the schools in 2A, and 30% in 1A. And that's simply because not all of our 1A schools participate in all sports. Is why we put a few more schools in single class. And the other change this year is we have we're going to be aligning sectionals across all 4 class sports to where your basketball, girls and boys, your volleyball, baseball, softball sectionals will have the same opponents. Maybe a slight adjustment with success factor, but you're going to be those schools are going to be playing each other in all 4 class tournaments. And then we have another committee that does a 3 class tournament. And then, obviously, the 6-class football tournament is our third committee that starts putting these sectionals together. The
Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, with us, talking about all things IHSAA-related. Commissioner, be safe, you and your staff, when you're traveling, watching games. Thanks so much for your time, and thanks for all that you and your staff do to make sports, high school sports in our state, matter at the level that it does. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Coach, and I appreciate everything you do in this great state.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, welcome everyone to the Terrace, the Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight is Quentin Namson, Caden and Silas on sideline camera, Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Rowland. We're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network as Triton and Trinity get to square off for the 8th time all time since the 2017-2018 season, where Triton leads the all-time series 6-1. They've won 4 times here at home against Trinity. Q, you want to talk about a team that can run a zone defense to perfection. This Trinity school is very well known for that.
Oh yes, they are. I mean, they've learned it from I don't even know how long, because I was a part when I believe when we first started. It was, I believe, my freshman year. If not, then the year after we only played them for the 2nd time. But yeah, they have ran it to near perfection every time we played them.
We'll be right back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, we're just getting rosters all double-checked. Appreciate the gentleman from Trinity coming up and making sure everything was all set, that we had everybody down on our rosters. Kenny needs to adjust it on his, though. 14 need to put him on your roster.
All right.
So, Q, we talk about these two teams. Watching this group on film, especially for Trinity, Triton's going to have to be on point with their passing. You're going to be on point. We saw during the JV game. What is Triton going to have to do tonight to be able to battle against the zone?
I mean, against the zone, I mean, some of the best ways to beat a zone is if you can shoot your way out. And recently, Triton, they have been on fire. I mean, they shot 43% from the 3 against Caston and 45% against Argus. But if you can't hit those outside shots and you're not doing too much on the inside, it's going to be a very, very long night. They really got to work real well with that high post and the low post.
And what's special about this Trinity team is their hustle. This group here, they are very scrappy. They like to go after the basketball. Every play is, they believe they're going to come away with every single play every time they go down the floor, whether it be defensively, offensively. How they play with their effort each and every game is something truly special to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing against them. I mean, sometimes, and nobody should, please do not take this in a wrong way, but sometimes they remind me of like the older fellas. You know, playing against like the older guys, they just do everything fundamentally sound. Their shooting is sound, the passing, the defense. It's one of those teams that when you play them, you kind of dread doing it because you know it's going to be a long night.
Well, especially you talk about that fundamentals. That stuff really feeds into what you're going to see. In case everything breaks down, you go back to fundamentals, and that right there is a definitely key or big advantage for that team. We're about 12 seconds away. We're going to have the national anthem starting lines by Jordan Nickus, and past that, we'll be right back here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Trinity School at Greenlawn Titans and your Triton Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Trinity as our guests at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of respect and good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support are greatly appreciated. Now please rise, gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we play the national anthem. Now let's meet the starters. First, for the visitors, the Trinity Titans. Number 10, Ian Evans. Number 23, Nathan Scunchel. Number 24, Jacob Palmer. Number 34, Josh Heinzelman. And number 14, Nathan Palmer. Trinity Titans are coached by Alex Rowland. And now for your Triton Trojans. Number 5, Dante Workman. Number 10, Julian Swanson. Number 20, Gabe Riffle. Number 24, Jacob Pitney. And number 33, Tanner Whithoya. Jason Groves. Our officials for tonight's contest are Bill Forehand, Bryce Taylor, and John White. Let's have a great contest.
All right, and there's the starting lineups out there for both teams as Heinzelman and Dante Workman to get things underway here at the trench. Brian's getting fancier. Now we're getting jump ball music now. Ball's up, and the Trojans control the tip, and Dante Workman will leave it for Swanson, and he'll bring it up the floor. Goes left to Riffle. On top of the key is Swanson, rolls to the right side. Stops in the wing, goes to Riffle in the corner. A three-pointer on the way. Counted from the corner, Alwady. Mailman delivers early.
He knows how important it is to start off this game, being able to shoot from that outside.
And he has delivered from beyond the arc these last few games for Triton.
11 in the last 2, 7 against Argus. He's not slowing down.
In the corner now, as Abbott works it away, knocked away, and Palmer controls it. Back to Abbott, he'll drive the baseline, and we're gonna get our first foul call of the game on Triton.
Falls on number 20, Gage Riffle.
So Riffle's going to pick up first Trojan foul.
Abbott goes to inbound. Looking, now finds Palmer in the corner. Jacob Palmer goes to Nathan Palmer here at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Abbott. Heinzman getting position on the elbow. He'll drop down to the block. Skenzel rolls his way through. He's going to exchange places with Palmer. Jacob Palmer working out past the half-court line. Up at the half-court line. Skenzel drives top of the key, trying to get through, and we're going to get our second foul call in the game. If that's on Riffle, that's a big second foul here in the first minute.
Wow.
It is.
Falls on number 20.
So, yeah, Riffle, 2 fouls already.
And quickly,
Yep.
Landon Patrick's in the game.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 4, Landon Patrick.
So Landon Patrick to provide a spark. So Triton with Riffle out with those 2 fouls. It's a big 2 fouls for Riffle. It's Palmer, high arcing shot, hits the front of the rim, no good. Heinzman trying to fight for it, and Triton comes away with the rebound. Workman down to Woodhoyo. Stops. Here comes the pressure, goes up with it, and banks it in. Woodhoyo's on the board. Jacob Palmer trying to find some space within the corner. Swanson provides support along the sideline. Skenzel with the basketball, now goes on over to Palmer. He'll look. Goes to Abbott here on the near side. Back across to Palmer. They'll skip it back and forth as Triton will settle into this defense to try to pressure them. They're really pushing them away off the three-point line. Nathan Palmer in the corner now, and Woodhoyo intercepts that one. And Triton comes away with the steal. Swanson now at the basketball, goes to Pitney. Pitney on the near side, back to Swanson. Thought about the three, goes to Woodhoyo on the side of the lane. Here comes Jacob Palmer, rips it away. Jacob Palmer gets the steal. And just like that, head coach Alexander Rowland will take his first timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. The big thing, like we said, with that fundamental approach that the Titans can win. There's a lot you can do coming out of that kind of an offense, especially and defensively. You can really pressure your guys, but like this group here, I used to consider like that old Syracuse Orangeman defense that Jim Boeheim used to run. You have that 2-3 zone, and you can't score against it. There's nothing you can do. It's because these guys here, you think it's a zone, you're going to have a moment, but those guys really swarm the shooters and jump in the passing lanes.
Yeah, and this is a great team. They do an amazing job at closing out on shooters, and they're very fundamental and they're very sound. So they're not going to be jumping at every shot that's going up. They're going to stay down. They're going to stay true, and then they got that help side defense that they'll just swarm you if you try to get in the middle of the lane and force a turnover like they did already.
Palmer now with the basketball, goes to Abbott here on the near side. Abbott trying to get through. Gets it knocked from behind from Dante Workman. Woodhoyo up to Swanson. Swanson with the attempt, goes up, no good. And that one goes out of bounds. It'll stay right here with Triton. Patrick to inbound from his own baseline. Goes out to Swanson, top of the key. Now to Pitney on the left side. They'll roll, kicks it to Swanson. Now to Patrick. Goes to Dante here in the near side corner. Feeds it down to Woodhoyo. Back out to Swanson. Triton speeding up their ball move just a little bit here. Workman calling for help. Now leaves it for Woodhoyo. Big man kicks it on over to Swanson. He'll try a three. Magic Swanson from beyond the arc.
Great job there by the Trojans of swinging that ball around, and they did a great job with Tanner cut up, got the ball, and it left the middle wide open, and they just didn't know what to do. They thought someone had filed in, and Julian was in the open spot.
And a travel call as Abbott kind of hopped with the basketball there and couldn't quite work it away. Ian Gatuna now, the senior, will check in.
Checking in for the Titans, number 35, Ian Gatuna.
Workman past the half-court line, rolls it to the near side. Patrick on the left wing. Patrick uses the screen from Pitney, top the key, works over to Dante Workman. Now in the corner, Swanson again for three. Can't drop it in. Skinsel gets the rebound for the Titans. Skinsel back the other way. Goes to Jacob Palmer, top of the key. He'll work around up near the half-court line. Cross the way now into the near side in the corner from the Triton bench as he goes to Palmer on the right elbow. Can't drop it in. Gatuna gets the rebound. And the big man can't go back with his trainer. Woodhoyo rips it away. Workman up the floor to Woodhoyo, and Abbott knocks away on the fast break. It'll stay right here with Triton. Outside to Pitney. Skinsel now goes across to Palmer. I didn't catch what happened. Now to Swanson in the corner. Transition three on the way. Off the iron, no good. Skinsel gets the rebound.
Down here. Dante had got his hand on it.
That's what I thought. I couldn't get asked a question. Apparently we're having some trouble with the broadcaster trying to get that stuff working. Triton comes away with the steal. Caden Large and Wayne Ranker to check in next to head ball for Triton. Swanson on the left side. Goes to Pitney in the corner. Now to Woodhoyo.
Good skip.
To Pitney. Finds Woodhoyo in the middle. He'll go against Gatuna, and the collector banks it in.
I think Coach Groves is going to stick more towards his zone offense than he is going to four out. Getting a little better looks against this Trinity zone.
Skinsel now with the basketball. Looks right. Abbott from a corner three on the way. Can't drop it in. And Julian Swanson gets the defensive rebound. Now goes to Patrick. To Workman in the corner. Fouls on Caden Large. Be his first, team's third here in the first quarter. Abbott goes to Jacob Palmer. Three-pointer counted from beyond the arc.
Jacob Palmer, three-point basket.
Now Swanson on the outside. 20 seconds to go here in the first. Triton looks to hold for the final shot. Jason Groves sends in the instruction as Patrick will set the play. And Large will pull that pivot. He'll kind of bobble that pivot foot, and Triton turns it over.
Titans did a great job of recognizing that Triton wanted that last shot, so they picked up the pressure a little bit. Now they can settle for the last shot and go on a little runner here. Close out this first.
Heinzelman hands it off to Skenzel. Quickly to Jacob Palmer on the way at the buzzer.
Ooh.
No good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Triton leads 13-5.
You know, if you're the Titans, now you're breathing. You got some points up there on the board. You got the lid off. You're all right. Got a great shot right there. Just didn't fall down.
Number 33, Tanner Whitmoya.
The big thing in that story in that first quarter was the two fouls there by Gage Riffle. So Triton's shooter had to go to the bench with a couple of fouls. Triton's going to have to be a little smarter with their defensive style here. How do you approach that offense that Trinity's running?
I mean, what Coach Groves is doing, I think it's working so far defensively. You're trying to speed that offense up. You're trying to, when they're getting in the corner, you want to trap them wherever, whether it's at a half court or if it's over there by the baseline. That 1-3-1 that they're running it's working very well. Trinity just gotta recognize it and then look to split that double team and get in the areas where somebody could see you and get that dump off, and that's the best way to break this 1-3-1.
And if you're on the flip side, Trinity, like we said, they're getting some nice possessions. We saw those last couple baskets go for them. Now they're starting to get a little bit of confidence, knowing, say, okay, now we know our sets are going to run. Look for them to take a breath here going into the second quarter.
Yep. Dante was a really big reason why the Trojans have this 13-point lead. I mean, Gage, he scored, but I think Dante's assisted on every bucket after that.
I do believe so.
Right there in the middle.
Back to Pitney. Swanson's got it. On top, Patrick clears him out. Pitney on the right wing. Goes to Workman. Fakes it left. Kicks it out. Jacob Pitney from the corner. Can't drop it in. Heinzelman gets the rebound for the Titans. Get it all straightened out?
I think so.
Leaves it for Workman by the center circle. He'll roll to the right from the screen from Pitney. Goes in the corner to Swanson.
I like the Titans picking up that defense a little bit more, coming above the three-point line.
Workman off the mark on the first. He'll draw the foul in the second attempt.
That'll be.
Number 35, Ian Gatunen.
That's his second as well.
Workman to the line, shooting 2.
So do apologize for the technical difficulty. Someone flipped a switch.
Well, but then we're not sure why the
Computer just stopped?
the internet went out.
Huh. Is it back on and good?
Yep.
Almost need a little Triton broadcasting hotspot.
Well, it's not so much that. It's the barrage of cords. You never know what's going to happen.
Wire management. Good thing that's not on the camera.
Gatuna, good feed to Heinzelman and gets it knocked away. Dante Workman got a hand on the basketball and it went off of the knee of Heinzelman as the call from the official on the baseline. Dante again coming up big. Woodhoyle on the elbow, calls for it. Now they go up on top to Penny, now to Woodhoyle. Pull-up jumper from inside the free throw line, can't bank it in. And Gatuna rips away the rebound. He's trying to fight in a foul call on Triton. Might be on Tanner. And it is.
Ball's on number 33, Tanner White-Hoyo.
19-8 is our score. Triton out in front. Up 13 points in that first quarter. Out to Palmer. 4:45 to go here in the second. Abbott feeds it down into Gatuna, and Tanner White-Hoyo says, nope, I believe this ball belongs to me, and knocks it out of bounds. Abbott's inbound from his own baseline. Feeds it up high to Gatuna on top of the key. Works it back to Abbott. Corner three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Palmer gets the rebound, goes up with it, can't drop it in. Put back by Skinsel's no good. He gets his own rebound, goes back up with it, can't drop it in. And Pitney gets the rebound. Just catch all that back to the house.
Missed the second shot.
It was Skinsel.
Skinsel. He had two shot attempts in there. Abbott had the three.
Oh, good action.
Pitney
There
got
you
it
go.
from the corner for the senior. The Triton youngsters liked that one. Jacob Palmer up on top now, goes to Skinsel. Now to Gatuna. Gatuna will try a three. Can't drop it. Pitney gets the rebound. Inside the halfway point of the second quarter, Triton leads 22-8. White-Hoyo now kicks out from the elbow to Pitney. Down to Dante
Dive.
working on the baseline.
Good skip.
Swanson from three. In and out. Dante Workman elevates and somehow comes away with the rebound. Hop step, goes back up with it. No good. Gatuna gets the rebound. 3:33 to go here in the second quarter. Triton leads by 16. Abbott in the corner. He'll try to spin. Kicks it out into Skinsel. Skinsel on the left wing. Stops. Side of the lane. Tries to feed it through, and Jacob Pitney's there to take away the turnover. Now to Swanson. Trying with a three-player substitution coming up here. And Abbott knocks it away. Palmer puts him on spin cycle and lost the basketball. Working back the other way. 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Knocked away from Gatuna. Triton turns it over. White-Hoyo was waiting for Skinsel to move that ball to his right hip. He was going to rip it away if he did. Now to Skinsel. Knocked
Good
from
hands by
behind from
Jacob.
Pitney. Workman's got it. 1-on-2. 2-on-2 now. He goes up, draws the foul. Dante goes to the line for two.
Dante looks gassed. He's like, please give me one.
I think he's going to get some relief. Trying now 4 players to check in.
Dante Workman in line for the Trojans shooting 2.
Workman good on that one. 23-18 now. Scoreboard stopped working. So Kenny's trying to get that troubleshooted.
Oh, man.
Number 14.
It's just kind of par for the course here this evening. Sound quit working.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. That's probably the best explanation. And Dante good on the second.
Trojans doing a really good job of turning around their free throw percentage.
I'll tell you, the more you start shooting, the more you start seeing them go in. This group has really started to really gain some momentum there from the free throw line.
Yep, shooting 56% on the season as of right now and 100% tonight, so looking real well.
Nathan Palmer, who just checked in, goes to Skinsel. Now to Jacob Palmer. Jacob to Nathan in the corner. Nathan Palmer drives the baseline. Outside, Skinsel for three on the way. Off the iron, no good. And Caden Large gets the long rebound. Feeds it up to Patrick. Patrick all the way through. Puts on the brakes. Back to Jaden Overmeyer. Now to Patrick on the far right wing. Overmeyer patrols the baseline. Caden Large drives. Goes to the corner to Overmeyer. He'll look, finds Patrick. Back to Overmeyer. Goes to Large in the corner, feeds it down into Quintana. Lost the basketball. Large is there to collect it. Feeds it to Patrick. Lost his dribble, goes to Reichert in the corner. Back to Patrick. And final minute of the second quarter nearing here. Quintana goes outside to Caden Large. Now to Patrick, back to Caden Large. Caden thought about it. Feeds Quintana underneath. Gets it tipped away from Heinzelman. The Titans back the other way. Out of Jacob Palmer on the left side. Goes to Skenzel. He'll try a three. Hawthorne no good. Heinzelman with the offensive rebound. He'll fight and he'll draw the foul. Be the Trojans' third team foul.
That'll be Wayne's.
22, Ambrose Meckenberg.
5-player substitution nearing here for Triton. So Riffle, Woodhoyle, the starting line's back, well, basically the starting five's back out there.
It's just easier.
Just go that route. We said it's a Tuesday. That's why we're having all these fun ordeals. It's a Tuesday. Heinzelman off the sideline, no good. Woodhoyle gets the basketball. 22 seconds to go. So Triton sits up here for the final shot before the end of the half. We will have first half stats at the start of the second half for you as we kind of get things straightened out. Appreciate Kenny and Orion and their efforts trying to get that straightened out.
Got the lob, nothing. You still got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got to put it up.
Pitney at the buzzer, not going to hit the mark. That's going to do it for the first half. Triton leads 24-8. Earlier tonight, the JV won with a final score of 32-18. Colton Large had 8 points. Overmeyer McFarland added 7 more apiece for the team as well to put towards that 32-point score. So we'll take a break. Be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Terrace of the Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight is Quentin Amson, Kenny Barnhart, Silas, and Caden on the sideline cameras, and the Hall of Famer Rowland. We're here for the Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. Kenny, what were our first half stats?
All right, so let's get everything fixed up there. So the Triton got there to the line. Perfect so far, 5 of 5. Trinity just 1 of 4 inside the arc there, 5 of 11, 45%. Trinity just 2 of 7 at 29%. Behind the big arc there, 3 of 7 for the Trojans, 43, and just 1 of 9 for Trinity. Scandenzel with 5, Palmer with 3, and Palmer there has those 2 fouls, and the Gatuan also has 2 fouls. For the Trojans, Whithoya with 9, Workman with 6, Swanson and Riffle and Pitney all with 3. Biggest thing there, Riffle, those 2 quick fouls early in that first quarter, so pretty much set the rest of the time out, and Whithoya having that single foul.
Dante Workman with 3 assists in that. 3 assists and 3 steals to go along with his stat total there in that first half. Triton scoring 9 points off of turnovers. Thank you to Wes for
cleaning it up for us.
Cleaning it up for us. A good thing, like Wes said, good thing he was here tonight.
Yep.
Triton with 10 points in the paint in that opening. Now, see, I told him he's got try on all these so I can figure out who's who. And I think that would be Triton had 2 second chance points. Longest run, Triton with that 13-0 run, and Trinity went on a 5-0 run themselves. Triton with the largest lead, as you see right now on the scoreboard, by 16. Q for Trinity going the second half. What's the big thing going to be for them?
Well, you just got to calm down on the offensive end. I mean, you're making it tough defensively for the Trojans to get in and bang away and get those easy buckets. I mean, credit to Tanner and to Dante for both creating a whole lot out of a whole lot of nothing. They're doing a great job, but offensively, you just got to settle down, get the ball on the inside like the Trojans have been doing, and because once you do that, now the defense has to suck in. That's when you can pass it out for your three-point shooters, or you can get to the bucket and get an easy 2.
Also, lesson learned tonight, don't turn off any of the switches during the broadcast.
Accidentally.
Well, like I said, Trinity did a lot of nice things as far as moving. Their ballman was really good. Just like I said, it's got to get a few more of those shots to drop. I mean, they got some really nice looks from beyond the arc and inside and some second chance points. So what, the clicker's not working now?
Trojans going to come out and look aggressive.
Heinzelman from the free throw line jumper, and Trinity strikes first, come out here and into the second half. Pitney on the right wing, goes across, Riffle up top the key. He'll try a straightaway 3. Count it for the mailman.
You got to make up for lost time.
The mailman.
100% so far, 2 for 2. And that one was from deep.
Don't tell me he took a break. Abbott goes up, banks open for him. And 3 quick baskets by these two teams here to start off here in this first minute of the second half. Pitney goes to Workman, feeds it down to Whithoya. He'll answer back with a bank shot, and one opportunity coming for Tanner Whithoya and Dante Workman with the assist.
I tell you, that ball wasn't in Dante's hand for less than a second.
I'll tell you, we call him the slingshot for a reason. He can put that ball on tight windows with the best of them.
So Gatuna is going to pick up his third, team's first.
One thing I like about Dante, when he passes the basketball, he's not throwing it to a player. He's leading those guys where they need to go with the I mean, he's really directing where he wants that player to go.
He is the quarterback on the court.
Whithoya gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. And back go the Titans. Nathan Palmer will try a 3. He can't connect on from beyond the arc, and Swanson tracks down the long rebound. Skips up the floor. Jacob Palmer intercepts it. One-on-one fast break. He'll adjust and goes up the left hand. Can't finish. Nathan Palmer's put back no good. And Triton comes away as
got all the numbers right now. If you're the Trojans, you got to attack. Great job by the Titans to stop the Trojans' offense.
Pitney for 3. Can't drop it in. It's Julian Swanson gets the rebound, keeps his dribble alive. Magic Swanson flying in for that one. He'll want it back. Now he'll try a 3. Magic Swanson again.
Julian Swanson for 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, how he kept his dribble. Don't call him Magic for nothing. Harry, speaking of which, he intercepts that one. Julian Swanson, some big plays here in these last few moments. Dante Workman, pull-up jump from side of the lane, hit the front iron, no good. Jacob Palmer gets the rebound. Jacob down here on the near side, goes across the way to Skinzel. Abbott finds Skinzel on the left side of the lane. He'll retreat back. Abbott in the corner. Nathan Palmer, another three.
Good
Can't
ball
drop it
movement
in.
right there.
Swanson with the rebound. Up high to Dante Workman. He'll adjust and he'll go up and he'll draw the foul.
Dante's laughing. He's like, he threw it at the back of the backboard. He didn't know where to go with it.
Calls on number 23, Nathan.
So Dante Workman back to the line.
Cadenzo's picked up his first.
Are you sure when we doing interviews tonight with given how everything's worked? Oh, he didn't have a headset on. Triton youngsters trying to get themselves.
Oh, they're doing the wave.
Doing the wave over there. Rowing the boat, one or the other. So Dante Workman, good on those two free throws.
Look to attack. There you go. Ooh,
Skinzel trying to find Heintzelman underneath. Ball goes out of bounds.
that's the right idea.
He usually gets paid to watch it anyhow.
Oh, yeah. Workman rolls left. He's a for riffle, top of the key. Goes to Wood Hoyle. Pull up jumper, side of the lane, and can't get to drop in. Heintzelman. They went off of Jacob Pitney, so the Titans will come all the way with the rebound. Jacob Palmer goes across the way to Abbott. Back to Palmer. Nathan Palmer. Riffle went flying by him. Jacob Palmer for three. Count it from the left wing.
Jacob Palmer.
Palmer Jacobs gets his 6th point. Trinity just 2 of 12 behind the arc.
18 points combined, these two teams here in this third quarter. Abbott intercepts the loose ball. Nathan Palmer, three-pointer on the way. Counted from the corner. Trying slow to rotate to the shooter.
This Titans offense is they're looking to wake up.
Like I told you, this is a group you cannot sleep on. They're able to score that basketball. Dante Workman up off the front iron, no good, and Skinzel gets the rebound. But they're fundamentally sound, like I said. When things kind of break down, that really opens things up down as you wear down your opponent.
Ooh.
An incidental contact as Palmer got in the way.
Calls on number 24, Jacob Palmer.
And that's his third, team's third.
Looking over at Coach. Coach is probably going to keep him in. Just got to be smart. You're a senior. You've been here. You know what to do.
Pitney now. Goes to Swanson. Pitney rolls left on the left wing. Up on top to Swanson. Tries to feed to Wood Hoyle. He'll rip it away. Big man goes up. Collector for two more.
He's leading all scorers.
14 points.
Palmer goes to Abbott. Skips it back to Jacob here on the near side. They'll play it back and forth. Nathan Palmer goes to the corner. Jacob Palmer up here, and here comes the trap. Tips. Good defense by Triton, and a timeout, a full timeout, as Trinity will have one timeout remaining.
Oof. Titans are doing a great job of when that trap's coming, they're taking a dribble. They're making it harder for the Trojans to get that trap set, and doing a great job of handling the ball and handling this pressure.
I want to go back to a lot of the things Triton's doing here tonight. Now things kind of seem to kind of hit the wall. They find a way to settle down, but like Tanner Wood Hoyle, his presence underneath, Dante Workman, his presence, and then Julian Swanson making the plays. These guys across the board are really making a difference here tonight.
Yeah, and it just shows how many weapons that this Trojans offense has. I mean, with Gage getting those two, he's been the hot hand the last couple of games, and with him getting the two and him going out and sitting on the bench, And then you have guys like Tanner stepping up. Julian's knocked down his shots. And Dante, I mean, obviously he's going to go out there and do what Dante knows best to do, but this is a Trojan team that has weapons all over the court.
And all the Triton starters have scored a basket here tonight in this ball game. Always time to switch screens the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, we got keys set up somewhat.
That goes to Palmer. Lineups unchanged for either team. Trinity going to slow it down. Nathan Palmer with it. Goes to Abbott. Rowland trying to direct his defense from the coach's box. Skins on the baseline.
Good skip. One more. There you go.
Palmer for three. Can't drop it in.
That was halfway down.
Swanson gets some separation. Back to Riffle with the up fake. Skips it to Swanson. Pitney top the key. Rolls to the right wing. Now to Workman. Pull-up jumper from the side. Count it for Dante Workman.
Gets him up to 10 points.
Trinity settling into their offense. Dante Workman tries to intercept and a foul call. That's going to be 4 now on Palmer.
Ball's on number 24, Jacob Palmer.
And team's fourth.
That'll send an Ian Gatuna.
Titans number 35, Ian Gatuna.
Workman on the right wing, up on top to Pitney. Now to Riffle. Skips it to Pitney. He'll drive. Back to Riffle. Gage goes to Dante. Corner three. Can't drop it in. Heinzelman with the rebound. Skensel tries to split the defenders. Goes out to Abbott. Abbott, good find. On the drive, they'll work it around. Gatuna, big man, backing down. Goes up, blocked by Tanner Whithoyo. Now goes to Riffle, goes to Pitney in the corner. Finds Workman, feeds it to no look pass, and again the collector for 2 more on the assist from Dante Workman. Final minute of the third quarter nearing here.
Well, that's a good trap right there. Yep.
Trying to really settling into their defense.
Yeah, you can tell now they're really anticipating where the passing lanes are been working.
Now to Riffle. Goes to Pitney. Finds Workman in the middle of the lane. No look pass down into Whithoyo. Another end one opportunity coming for Tanner Whithoyo.
You know, sometimes it's just, you could fall asleep watching Dante play. It's just some things that he does are just so natural. Like that pass, just knew exactly where Tanner was going to go. And Tanner being in the right mind, just be there.
Just with finesse, trusting where his teammates are at on the floor. Dante doing a nice job conducting this offense.
So first miss for the Trojans from the charity stripe tonight.
Abbott goes to Skensel here on the near side. Oakland knocks it away. It'll stay right here. So inbound from the Triton fan base across the way by midcourt.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 22, Wayne Reichert.
Reichert and Pitney now, or excuse me, Reichert, Patrick, and Large all check in. As Pitney, Swanson, and Whithoyo get a break. Reichert fights for the basketball on the ground. Jason Groves trying to call a timeout.
Yep.
So Jason Groves uses his first timeout. Give these officials some props tonight.
Yeah, he was.
I can hear everything that they call. Michael Lochran to check in after the timeout here.
See, we'll be back, Friday night with LaVille?
Yeah, it'll be homecoming that night, so come out for that. Pack the trench for the boys here on Friday nights. They'll take on LaVille for a big matchup.
That'll be a...
Because LaVille currently has the traveling trophy for the Hoosier North, and that's the last battle, the last 2 unbeaten conference records in the Hoosier North. So winner will walk away with the loss that night.
And second seed
Loser will walk away with the loss
in the conference. Got it.
On the floor, Dante Workman, and he will go up with the basket. Caden Large, the assist from his own baseline.
Looking like Brock Purdy to Debo Samuel.
We're getting Super Bowl aspirations already here, Q. We're getting fired for that game.
I'm ready for it. Niners all the way.
Can't drop it in. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to watch yet or not.
I probably won't. I'll just go to all the parties for all the wings I'll be having.
There we go. I didn't think we could do things like that.
I mean, that's the best thing about the Super Bowl. Everyone's like, "Hey, you want to watch the Super Bowl? What kind of food you having, man?" That's what really matters.
That is a good point.
Get some pulled pork, nachos.
I didn't think about that till now.
That's free food. And if you go to somebody else's house, then you don't have to clean afterwards, which is
I got a lot of friends that cook really, really good.
Don't invite him to come over. He's just going to leave a mess and leave.
Oh, I've had him over before. No, I'm just kidding.
I think we used paper plates.
I threw it away. You threw it away. He cleaned up after himself.
I did.
Danny's the one you got to worry about.
Hide the brownies.
Hide the brownies.
I'll eat them all.
Yeah, didn't Michelle? Michelle made brownies that day.
She did. Those are so good.
We had to stop him from going in the kitchen.
Nothing like a nice warm brownie right out of the oven with a big old glass of milk. My wife with the baby, she's craving chocolate milk all the time. And so we've had to go through, we've went through like 2 gallons a week now of milk.
Michelle was pickles. I didn't understand it till I came home after work one day. I opened up the refrigerator, and I swear that was a 10-gallon bucket of pickles in the refrigerator. I have never seen a jar of pickles that big in my life.
You know, I used to work at Subway, and I did for 3 years. You can buy their pickles in a 5-gallon bucket.
Do not tell Michelle. She's probably watching.
It's for like $20 or $30. It might be more now, but I was like, really?
Workman now in the corner. Now goes down to Caden Large. Bank is closed on a foul call here, I believe, coming on Trinity.
Yeah, my wife, she was craving pickles the other day, but it was pickles with cream cheese and Takis. She saw it on TikTok.
So Logren's going to pick up his first, of course, team's first.
So Caden Large, his first trip to the free throw line, gets the friendly bounce.
Do you remember any weird cravings that you had to cater to?
Told you.
Just the pickles, that's it?
Well, pickles and I had a lot of trips for ice cream. Mostly because I wanted to get out of the house. Not that Michelle was hard to deal with. I just wanted to get out of the house. I sold Kate on the idea for ice cream.
Ooh.
Abbott goes. And I believe jump ball is the call, and Trinity will hang on to it. No, Michelle did an outstanding job. Her time being pregnant with Danny and Jax.
But everyone wants to go on an ice cream run.
Yeah,
everyone needs ice cream.
That's why I volunteered for it. Nothing crazy other than pickles. That was about it.
Jacob Palmer checking in with his 4.
Can't hit that one from the corner. Riffle with the rebound.
Got to be smart. Trojan's going to run a set.
Workman goes to Riffle on the left side wing. Patrick now goes to Caden Large on the right wing. Workman now inside the lane with the floater. Ooh. Can't get it to drop in. And Heintzelman gets the rebound. Skins on the right wing. Feeds it to Heintzelman underneath. And now it goes out of bounds. It'll stay right here. And Palmer trying to rip away, jump ball, and Triton takes it over off the turnover. And some explanation between the official and the player. Riker in the corner trying to get, he gets trapped, and Jason Gross going to call a timeout.
Jason just kind of casually turns to the ref.
He was waiting. He's like, is he going to dive out of bounds and get this ball to somebody?
Well, let's just call a timeout.
I mean, you got him. Use him.
Who?
Triton. Trojans, they have 3.
Yeah, they got 2. They've used 2 timeouts.
Yeah. So you got some left in the bank.
You got a couple. Got a couple of those. As we said on Friday night, we'll have LaVille here for that one. And the girls want to give those seniors a shout out. And I'll tell you what, you talk about a group that battled hard on Saturday. That Marquette Catholic team, let me tell you, that's about as good as the backcourt gets. They held their water, and they played about one of the toughest basketball games. I mean, as far as physicality and
that final score doesn't do it justice.
Does not do it justice.
Should be about a 3-point final.
Yeah, that game was close the entire way until fouls started to pile up, trying to extend the game. Workman goes with the runner, can't drop it in, gets his own rebound, goes back up with the reverse lane, it's good.
Workman up to 14.
It's coming for Tanner.
Ethan Palmer tops the key, goes to Skins on the right wing. Palmer works with the screen to his right, pull-up jumper from the mid-range, can't drop it in from beyond the arc, Riffle goes up, transition basket's good, and another assist to Dante Workman. He's got to be getting close to a double-double with the assists.
Yep, Riffle's got 8.
Palmer tries to go through, now finds Abbott to Skinzel. Out to Abbott, top of the key.
Possibly on Wayne. Nope. So Caden Large is going to pick up his second, team's first.
Julian Swanson checking in for the Trojans.
And Swanson back in the game as Dante Workman comes off the floor. Has had himself quite a night. Nathan Palmer rolls to the right side. Stops in the corner, goes to Heinzman. The up fake. Kicks out to Palmer. He'll drive from the elbow. Stops. Finds Jacob top of the key. And he lost her dribble. Abbott to Palmer. Ends up Jacob Palmer to our potential sectional 50 matchup. That's hard to believe. That's only a few weeks away.
Yes.
Out of Swanson. Nathan Palmer knocks it away. It comes away with the steal. Out of Palmer to Jacob Palmer on the right wing. Halfway gone here in the fourth quarter. Jacob Palmer in the corner. He'll drive the baseline, and an offensive foul, and he's done for the night. Ian Gatuna will check in with his 3 fouls.
So Palmer's going to check out there with 6 points for the evening. Just a couple threes.
Calls on number 24, Jacob Palmer.
And a bench warning right now on Trinity. A lot going on down there.
Yeah, that's what.
Trying to follow about 4 different conversations. This one now goes to Swanson. Swanson the runner, can't drop it in. Good defense by Katuna. Heinzelman back the other way. Where's that JV roster at? Checking in now will be Paul Barrett, wearing number 44.
Gage picked up his 3rd. And then Swanson and Gage came out for Jaden and Isaac Quintana.
Out to Palmer on the right side, up top the key. Leaves it for Abbott. Works away from the screen. He'll drive the basket. Good drive, but he'll draw the foul. Good strong drive there by Abbott.
Fouls on number 14, Caden Large.
So Caden Large is going to pick up his 3rd. Team's 3rd.
Abbott. Abbott, the second one on the way, hits the front of the iron. Down the floor to Patrick. Goes to Overmeyer. How about to Patrick? Finds Quintana. Out to Caden Large. Lost it, regains control.
Oh, good feed.
To Quintana. And Isaac Quintana with 2 points to the basket.
And that's bingo.
Started by the beautiful pass by Wayne.
So now it is a running clock.
Abbott for 3, in and out. Rebound to Quintana. Up the floor, tipped by Barrett, goes into the Triton cheerleaders. It'll stay right here. Ben McFarland to check in for Landon Patrick. Also checking with Michael Lochran for Nathan Skinzel. Overmeyer goes to Reichert. Reichert pull-up jumper on the way. Can't drop it in. He goes out of bounds off Triton. Palmer now. As Triton looks to pick up their 12th win of the season. 4-0 against sectional opponents here this season. 7-1 now against 1A opponents on the year. Trinity will fall to 4-12. And they'll be at Hammond Science and Technical on Friday. Abbott on the right wing, he'll drive. Heinzman with the up fake. Lost it, Barrett's got it, now to Palmer. Lochran feeds it to Heinzelman from the baseline, kicks out to Abbott. Abbott, now to Lochran. To the left, he'll try a 3. Drops it in.
Michael Lochran for 3.
Out of Quintana, goes to Overmeyer. Knocked out of bounds by Abbott. Isaiah Vaca to check in. He'll check in for Caden Large.
That's just going to keep enough time ticking that.
And that's going to do it. Triton's going to win here 53-21. As we said, they'll be back on Friday.
Your final on the trench, Trinity Titans 21, Triton Trojans, 53. Trinity have a
interview, or am I just doing it on my own?
Oh, you got it.
All right, team stats there. Triton free throws shot 91%, 10 of 11. Trinity just 1 of 6 at 17%. 2 points, 14 of 27 at 52. And Trinity 4 of 12 at 33%. Behind the arc, 5 of 11 at 45%. And Trinity 4 of 19 at 21%. So Jacob Palmer, 6 points. Skinzenzel with 5. Nathan Palmer with 3. Longren with 3, and Abbott with 2. For the Trojans, Whithoya with 18, Workman with 14, Riffle with 8, Swanson with 6, Pitney with 3, Large with 2, and Quintana with 2. So we're getting set up here, and just hang on, and we'll have an interview with probably one of the players and coach.
All right, now we got the collector, Tanner Whithoyo. Tanner, this year kind of been a little bit more thrust to a role. You haven't quite had a lot of varsity experience, but this year you kind of hit the ground running. I mean, some guys really take a while to get acclimated, but you've done an outstanding job in the post. What's it like to have that confidence in everybody in you this season down underneath the basket?
It's really nice because we all worked at it over the summer, and especially Super Hoops, we got to see what we could do together as a team. You know, it's a new role, and I feel like we really adjusted well.
You know, we call you the collector because there's sometimes when you're underneath, I mean, you talk about cleaning up the stuff. What's it like to tell everybody who sees those hustle points, why is that hustle so important underneath the basket?
It can get you playing time. I mean, just working hard underneath, you know, it all comes from the weight room, working out. It can really change your life, and I think everyone should work out.
You know, and I like to talk about these kids that are down here in the front. What's it like getting to play in front of these Triton youngsters is what I always refer to them as, the future of Triton basketball down here on the sprints. What's it like to kind of play in front of those guys and hear them cheering you on from the sideline?
It's really awesome. I have peer tutoring my last period I have peer tutoring at school, and I get to see a lot of these kids, a lot of the 5th graders, and they definitely show a lot of positivity.
How do they feel about the collector nickname?
They've never called me it. No.
So they've not called you the collector yet in class?
Yeah, they have not.
So for you, what is your favorite part as far as beginning to be out here at the varsity, working with these guys that are on the team with you?
The experience, because we're all friends, and I feel like this improves our connection on the court as it does in the classroom.
You got any advice for those kids that are wanting to play basketball and come up in this program and learn from all these players and coaches and all these guys like that? What advice are you going to give those kids that are interested in playing basketball?
Just watch basketball, learn from, you know, the greats, and watch NBA basketball, and, you know, watch us. We're doing a good job.
Well, Tanner, we'll let you go get dressed, but congratulations, buddy, on another good night.
Thank you.
Now we'll get Coach Groves. Yep. What's that?
You don't have to talk to me.
Oh, I'll talk to you. But it's been a while. I think we're still good, right? Must be. Okay, we'll just go for it. So, Coach, you talk about a group to come in tonight. Trinity's very good with that zone defense. The guys found a way to score the basketball and get that ball movement really working tonight. What's it like to be able to see that against a team that's very good at the zone defense that your team really executed tonight.
It was great. You know, we talked to our kids all week about getting it short corner, high post, and, you know, them being strong in there and trying to score inside a little bit. I thought Dante and Tanner did a great job in there working together. And, you know, our guards, I thought, were a little bit more patient. You know, they were able to get it inside out. You know, when we were able to do that, those threes are a lot more high percentage than just a swing to the wing when you're not set. And so, you know, I think our kids are starting to understand that and see, you know, hey, if we get it inside, kick it out, that's going to help us on the perimeter too. And I credit our guards too, because I thought they were patient. They did a nice job getting them the ball too.
And your guys, you know, earlier in the season struggled from the free throw line. Here in these last several games, this group is really starting to get points from that charity stripe as the season's starting to go on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a mental thing, I think. You know, it's been 3/4 way through the season, so, you know, hopefully we can start hitting free throws by now. But you know, they're playing with confidence right now, and I think that just carries over to the free throw line. You know, when you feel good about yourself and feel good what you're doing, it sometimes just helps you with everything else. And so I just credit, because we're not doing really much different in that area. So it's got to be just mentally they're feeling good.
And, you know, guys kind of go through some adversity here as of late with everybody kind of going through sickness. Talk about what it's like to try to get through that hump with everybody being sick and those next guys up. How awesome it's been your team has really just stepped up to that challenge and filled into those roles.
Yeah, about the last week and a half, it's been a little rough with the sicknesses, including myself last weekend. But, you know, I talk to our kids all the time about basketball being such a long season, and, you know, it's just, I think not only with the sicknesses, it was just that time of year where it's just like you kind of, the everyday grind kind of catches up with you. And so I think we're past that. I think, you know, it was just with the weather being nice the last couple of days, the sun shining, you can kind of, the girls, you know, having sectional, and you can kind of, it feels like sectional's creeping in. I think, you know, getting a little excited. And so, you know, basketball is always a long season, and so it's, you know, our kids just got to stay focused. I told them we got a lot to play for this rest of the year, and hopefully beyond. So, you know, just stay focused, keep grinding, and I hopefully, knock on wood, we're through that sickness. But yeah, their mental toughness has been good. You know, we've been talking a lot about that, mental and physical toughness, and I thought we showed some tonight.
And, of course, like I said, this is stuff to play for. Of course, Friday night's going to be a big game as far as LaVille coming in here. Both you guys are undefeated in the conference. There's some things on the line with that, especially in the last conference matchup between you guys, because they're switching conferences. What kind of mentality is the guys going to have to have going into Friday night?
It's going to have to be a championship mentality. I mean, it's got to be a good 2 nights of practice, next 2 nights, and just focus, ready to go, and you know, just control what you can control. You know, that's all we can do. You know, there's going to be a lot of things that are not in our control. You know, if we control our energy, our effort, and, you know, our execution, and doing what we do and playing together as a team and enjoying each other, you know, the rest is going to take care of itself. So just, you know, focus on what we can do, and, you know, don't make the game too big for the situation. Just, we got to stay floored a little bit, grounded, and I think our kids will do that. They've been pretty good with that all year long.
Yes, they have. We're going to hang it up here from the Trojan Trench. We'll be back Friday night for the Triton and LaVille. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.